It's not a new thing for me to see a movie and gloat about it all day, and nobody has heard about it or nobody knows about it. But not the movie I'm going to talk about today, because this is supposed to be a classic, because it has all the characteristics and it is not a B movie. The movie I'm going to talk about is One False Move. It's a movie from the early 90s. It has all the characteristics of a modern neo-noir movie that I so very much love about American cinema. It has Michael Beach and Billy Bob Thornton as two psychopath killers. They have just murdered a family. And mind you, this first 10 minutes is very brutal, not because it has a lot of blood, because it doesn't. But the problem is the scene is not very cinematic, but it is not very documentary type either. So it has a very realistic snuff type of camera work that makes it look very real, kind of homemade video type, but with higher production value. So they murder this family and they steal loads of drugs and money from them. With them is this girl who just wants to go to her hometown, which is a very small town. And these guys are known to the cops because they are history cheaters. Of course, the cops are after them, but they need some local police help to capture them. And here comes the local police chief. It's played by Bill Paxton in a very interesting character. I have usually seen him in typecast side role characters. That's why this character stands out. And his character is a very layered character. He's very excited. He's in a small town, so he's looking for big action and he is ambitious. Everybody loves him, but his way is very unconventional. And these two cops that have come from the city, while he looks up to them, they underestimate him. And that's okay for him. It never stops him from doing his job. He tries his best to be part of the solution while also fighting his inner conflict and a personal interest in this case. And the next interesting character is the girl in this fugitive trio. This girl is played by Cinda Williams. She is gorgeous to look at, and her character is very hard to decipher because she is not a damsel in distress, she is not a femme fatale, but she also is both. So it's a kind of a character that is complex, and the way she has performed it, it is, I would say, looking at the time, the setting, everything, she is flawless here. I'm surprised she is not a star. I totally loved this film because it is true to itself. It is honest, grounded, and gritty. It is not slow burn or not very fast paced. And every once in a while there is a twist, but it is not to shock the audience, but to shock the characters. The whole story circles around violence, abuse, crime, family, commitments, relationship, and many things. It puts them all in a very balanced manner that you don't realize it has so many things to say. The character arcs are very good. The music, the editing, the scenic presentation from the American South, it gives so authentic vibe. It has a climax that will feel very rushed to other people because a lot of things happen suddenly. But I think it's a very appropriate ending. Everything is happening so fast. Of course, you can't make a conclusion that will satisfy everybody, but it happens anyway. It's not a happy ending, but it's not a sad ending either. The film itself leaves an impression on you, and it's very hard to forget, very hard not to talk about it. Also, I found out Thornton co-wrote this story, so it is his debut writing credit, I think, and he picked the most insane and deranged character to play. Also, I was reading that he and Cinda Williams fell in love while shooting this movie and they married afterwards. One of the best merits of this movie is it is time locked. The communication, the thrill, and the time is so 90s. It's very hard to remake it in a modern setting. That's why it is also kind of a time capsule and it is special. See you in next video. Take care.